Happy Halloween! You know, we've got another trivia franchise that would be far more appropriate today, but I don't get a check for that one, so forget I mentioned it. It's just you and me, Thaddeus Chubb Dongery. And if that's really your name, I am so sorry. Hang on tight, we're in for a ride.
Time for question 1.
First, the finer things. Things get a little silly around here sometimes, which is why I like to look at serious works of art. Georges-Pierre Seurat's famous painting, A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of Le Grand Jatte, is a classic example of pointillism featuring a tranquil scene in a park and... Wait a minute. Is that? What the... It couldn't be. There's a naked lady in this painting. There's a monkey on a leash, a man in a... So what'd you pick? The preferred answer is... A Sunday on Le Grand Jatte does feature a woman walking a monkey on a leash. I wish all classic paintings featured monkeys, but The Last Supper would be kind of a mess.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This one's called The Perpetual Motion of the Oceans franchise. Which of the following equals the number of oceans traditionally considered to be on planet Earth? Oceans 11 minus Oceans 13 plus Oceans 8, Oceans 12 minus Oceans 11 plus Oceans 13 I love this part. Huh? Want a hot tip on a right answer? Traditionally, the Earth's oceans are divided up into 4. The Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian, and the Arctic. And Oceans 12 minus Oceans 8 equals Oceans 4. But if we don't do something about our carbon emissions, soon we may end up with so many oceans that the novelty of the original film will be all but forgotten.
Why don't we do it with free?
Introducing Oh Holy Grain, and it's time for a Dis or Dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's an Egyptian deity or a type of whole grain. Don't think too hard, I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Egyptian deity or whole grain. Okay, let's do it. Pharaoh. Osiris, Amaranth, Teth, Anubis, Tefnut, Freaka. Hey, let's hear it for lucky guesses. Now let's keep going.
I don't need you anymore.
Up next, I'm not here to make fronds. The only thing worse than being on an awkward first date is having it available in a box set. What would you hear on The Bachelor if the producers decided the color of the flowers given out should directly match each contestant's name? Ebony, would you accept this jasmine? Jade, would you accept this cardinal? Amber, would you accept... Okay, what'd you pick? Sunflowers are a rich yellow color, otherwise known as amber. Sure, it's okay when it's on TV, but when I try to date 20 women at one time, it's called a cult. Next up, Mythed It by a Mile. If John Legend only sang Greek legends, which of his songs would be describing the quest of Prometheus? Wake up, everybody, Made to Love, Start a Fire, or Let's Get... And how'd we do? Prometheus stole fire from the gods and gave it to humanity. Round 1 is history. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2? Okay, back to business.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Behold, we know what you need. That's Ominous.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you enjoy TV shows based on movies we thought you'd like, Game of Thrones, Riverdale, Westworld, or
Okay, let's take a look.
The HBO series Westworld is based on the 1973 film of the same name.
La vie est un canard. 7.
I call this one, What the Pope Don't Know Won't Hurt Him. If electronic media were around in the 1600s, which of these files would be considered not safe for work inside the offices of the Catholic Church? Hamlet_must-read.pdf, the truth about the sun. Hope you like what you picked. Galileo's belief that the Earth revolved around the sun got him convicted of heresy and a life sentence of house arrest.
Hey, question.
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a question with nothing to hide or a question with an ulterior motive? Indicate your preference now. I have no opinion about your selection.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Why not try a question with nothing to hide? The answer is C. Let's see how that shook out. Told ya. Not everything is a trick question. Next, True Wes. Which actor with the surname Swinton has appeared in several Wes Anderson films? This symbol, Swinton, this symbol, Swinton. And how'd we do? You killed it. Your chances, I mean. Let me show you something. That symbol is a tilde, as in Tilda Swinton, the actor who's appeared in such Wes Anderson works as Moonrise Kingdom, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and Isle of Dogs. And if there's anybody who could transform themselves into a keyboard symbol, it's Tilda Swinton.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Here's one I like to call the 100-Acre Purge. The animals of the 100-acre wood turn feral and adopt the diets of their real-world counterparts. Which grisly scenario is most likely? Pooh mauls owl, Tigger feasts. Okay, let's take a look. As dedicated carnivores, tigers are only too happy to chow down on pig. Even ones in little striped jumpsuits that clearly suffer from chronic anxiety. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you... Oh, you know what you're doing. That's nice. Here's your clue. Follow the yellow brick road. Now, what did Dorothy warn me about again? Good luck. That's it! Believe me when I say you were the most valuable player. Wasn't even close. And you didn't exactly storm the scoreboard. It was more of a little drizzle. A slight breeze whispering,
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe, after a long, deep look inward, has decided to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, you're still not allowed to play, Tony.
Happy Halloween! It must be treat time because you've already been tricked into playing this game. Just us? Well, can you, turn the lights off? I'm a little self-conscious. Okay, no turning back.
Time for question 1.
To get things started, if I only had a prenup. Say the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz settles down with a Tin Woman, and one day she gives birth to a pewter baby. Uh-oh, who is the father? The brass pool boy? The aluminum milkman? The wrought iron personal trainer? Or the... I love this part. Foiled again. Y'all ready for this? Pewter is a metal alloy, traditionally consisting of tin and lead. So yeah, it was probably the lead man. How could the Tin Woman break the Tin Man's heart like that? He just got it like a week ago.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Here's one for you. She's a total Dharma queen. Which Buddhist is living their best life? The one reincarnated in the animal realm? The one reincarnated in the Deva realm? Hope you like what you picked. Not in this life. Were you thinking this one? In the 6 realms of rebirth, the spirits with the most karma transcend to the Deva realm, aka the God realm. And that realm looks good on you. Work it, Diva.
Why don't we do it with 3?
Here we have, I was enslaved by mad scientists, and judging by the movie sign, it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 titles, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a B-movie spoofed by Mystery Science Theater 3000, or an erotic novel written by Whitney Fox. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between MST3K or an erotic novel. All set? Here we go. Conquered by the sinister urge. The touch of Satan. My woolly mammoth. I was a teenage werewolf. Saber-toothed lover. Billionaire mummy likes booty. You really excel in the middle lane. Let's get on with it, shall we?
I don't need you anymore.
Oh, here's a good one. Having relations with nouns. If you hate preppy men, you'll love the only guy on this list who does not have a preposition in his title. The man in the high castle, the last man on earth, the man who invented Christmas, or the man from U.N.C.L.E. So what'd you pick? Who is not a preposition? The fact that it's capitalized should have tipped you off. Prepositions tell you the location of the subject, like I am the man between 2 ungrateful cats. This one's known as in development. What was Kumail Nanjiani's first role? An embryo, a zygote, a fetus, or a phalanx? Okay, what'd you pick? The zygote is formed as soon as a sperm fertilizes an egg, and it's the earliest role Kumail, as well as all humans, held on this list. To be fair, it was a pretty small role, but he did beat out millions of applicants for the part. That's it for round 1. Be careful, nobody is catching up. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2. Okay, back at it.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Coming up, movie pass-fail. What would be a good study book for a filmmaker who wants to pass the Bechdel test? Farting for Dummies? Gold? I love this part. In order for a film to pass the Bechdel test, it must feature at least 2 women having a conversation about anything other than men. Honestly, if you have to read this book, maybe just stick to making movies about farts.
Hey, question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a loud question or a quiet question? Select your selection. And now, we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
Feast your eyes upon this. A loud question. Which of these songs is on the Rihanna album Loud? Take it off! Man down! What the hell? Or boom! Hope you like what you picked. No! Remember this moment. Man Down is a track on the 2010 Rihanna album Loud. I'm sorry. I use the volume usually reserved for my cats when they hop on furniture.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Coming up next, the clippity-clop of anxiety. Most young people these days are terrified of celebrity horses, and who can blame them? Which of these would literally need a trigger warning? Gandalf's horse? The Lone Ranger? So what'd you pick? I ho wrong answer away! Now pay attention. Western film star and singer Roy Rogers was never far from his trusty horse, Trigger. Trigger even had a movie named after him, My Pal Trigger, and after falling out, the unfortunate sequel, Trigger, You Bastard.
Na 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 na.
Let's try Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. The doctor, that is.
Name means conqueror in Latin. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. And how do we do? Dr. Frankenstein's first name is Victor, which is Latin for conqueror. Making things even more confusing, Victor Frankenstein's middle name is Monster.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Try this on for size. Our movie science has finally gone too far. What giant monster movie would tower just above Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom on the hierarchy of biological classifications? Godzilla? Let's see how that shook out. Domain is one step above Kingdom on the taxonomic classification hierarchy. So radioactive dinosaur is just above regular dinosaur, but they're both below shirtless Jeff Goldblum. You made it to the attack. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Works every time. Let's see how frequently you can find a right answer. Good luck. There you have it. Boy, you just barely pulled out a win with such stiff competition. Let's try to get that player count up to 2 next time, huh? Then there'll be a witness when I tell you...
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe is chill and distant about bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, we demand your loyalty.
Happy Halloween! Oh, I hope you checked this game for razor blades. Ready for your solo? I'll just sing harmonies in the background. So let's get to it.
Time for question 1.
First up, my favorite instrument is the laptop. Based on elevation, which EDM DJ is making the highest beat drop? Diplo dropping the beat from the mesosphere? Marshmallow drop... Okay, let's take a look. Anybody see my wrong answer? Oh, here it is. Here's the answer that got away. The thermosphere is 50 to 440 miles above the Earth. The only higher layer of the atmosphere is the exosphere. Might want to sit this one out. I can't imagine a beat dropping from that high would end well.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
How about this one? Geologists date rocks. How much older are the oldest rocks in the ocean than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? 65 million years minus... Okay, what'd you pick? Actually, I can smell what you were cooking, but it's wrong. No, I'll get it. The oldest oceanic crust is about 250 million years old. I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson dates back to like the 1970s, but it's so hard to tell.
Why don't we do it with 3?
It's time for Masters of a Very Small Part of the Universe. And put away your tiny plastic sword. It's time for a Dis or Dat. I'm gonna list off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a character from the original line of He-Man toys, or a failed social network launched by Google. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between He-Man or Google. Ready? Good. Wave. Stratos. Orcut. Orko. Blade. Buzz. Fisto. That was nice and forgettable. All right, let's move on.
I don't need you anymore.
Take a good look at... First, I'd like to spank the Academy. Which movie won an Oscar for Best Picture in 2006? A film with the same name as a group of crows, a film with the same name as a group of rhinos, a film with the same name as a group... Let's see how that shook out. Correct your mistakes in the future. Speaking of correct answers, a group of rhinos is called a crash, and the Paul Haggis film Crash won Best Picture in 2006. Brokeback Mountain should have won. It's taken 12 years of therapy for me to get to a point where I can say that plainly and without anger, but Brokeback Mountain should have won. Okay, I've said it. It's done. There is no hiding from There For You. Oh yeah, it's one of these.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you enjoy attacking people with halberds, we recommend movies featuring Armie Hammer, Britney Spears, Robin Quivers, or Chris Rock.
I love this part.
Halberds are types of spears.
But if you enjoy things that have a point, I do not recommend the movie Crossroads. That's the end of round 1. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that. Okay, let's hit it.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Next up, haters gonna hate. Suppose fans of Bill Hader call themselves haters and only like movies with Bill Hader in them. In that case, which film are haters gonna hate? Trainwreck, This Is the End, Adventureland. So what'd you pick? This answer is super bad. Curious? Here it is. Bill Hader was in Trainwreck, Adventureland, and Superbad, but he was not in This Is the End, so his haters would hate it. But fans of Danny McBride, who I can only assume call themselves McBridesmaids, probably loved it.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Coming up, for the true 90s kids. What's a sure sign that you were a 90s kid? An 1890s kid, that is. You blew your allowance on O. Henry bars? Your first Christmas gift was a package of Milk Duds? Hope you like what you picked. Speaking of duds, well, it's come to this. O. Henry bars, Milk Duds, and Bit of Honey were all invented in the 1920s. Candy corn, however, was introduced in the 1880s, therefore it's the only candy true 1890s kids would have begged their parents for. But now millennials are killing the bland candy industry.
Hey, question.
We'd like to give you the illusion of control. Would you like a question where you don't count your chickens before they've hatched, or a question where you do count your chickens before they've hatched? Choose your content. We graciously accept your choice.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
This one's called a question where you do count your chickens before they're hatched. If you have 6 eggs and 3 chickens, how many chickens do you have? 3, 6, none. And how do we do? If your 6 eggs are just eggs, then all you have are the 3 chickens. Yeah, but that's not the type of question you voted for. This was the one. Because you are counting her chickens before they've hatched, your 6 eggs get added to your 3 chickens. So it's 9 chickens. But you're playing a very dangerous game. Oh God, sorry. Try this on for size. Castaway. Who doesn't know their role? You know, because they're in the wrong play. Elphaba in The Lion King, Elder Price in The Book of Mormon, Aaron Burr in Hamilton, or Kate Monster in Avenue Q. Hope you like what you picked. Elphaba is from Wicked.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
How about this one? Only the freshest references. Which of these 80s catchphrases best describes the story of Icarus? Wax on, wax off, where's the beef, I'll be back, or gag me with... Okay, let's take a look. No, you won't. This is the one you missed. Icarus flew on wings made of wax and feathers until the sun melted his wings, causing him to fall to his death. Which is like grody to the max. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash. Ah, I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue. Made by a beautiful partnership. Try to remember what things these duos produced. There's your score. Winning, losing, it's such a blurry line when you're by yourself, isn't it? At least you got some practice for when you make a friend.